team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. There's the handoff. Breaks into open space. He brings him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid game.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Game moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. He's brought down out at the 46.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Handoff from the shotgun. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. Handoff here from the shotgun. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Delivers quickly to the left side. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
Sometimes that primetime game, the whole nation is watching, brings out some extra energy, some nerves. Maybe the quarterback is feeling that a little bit. I did not expect him to throw a pick, especially on the opening drive.
Now the handoff. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
Pat on the hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to throw. It's Rhodes. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. And he rolls out of bounds. That's a big gain.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends that are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You could see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
And the Cavaliers move into the red zone. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Caught quickly. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Of all the receivers to lose track of, it's this guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country. Lucky that wasn't a score.
So 2 big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's 1st and goal. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. It'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about 3rd down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here. Whether they run it or throw it, you get a stop here, and maybe you hold them to 3 points.
Defense has smothered the running game. Now what's the call on 3rd down and goal? It's an option look. Touchdown, Virginia, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game.
Well, Chris, you don't see this very often. Pitching it to a receiver on the option, and the defense had no idea that he was in play. Takes it to the house for a touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Looking to pass. It's Allen. It's a quick grab. He saw him, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Well, so far, it's Virginia on top, Kurt. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the 2nd period. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick catch.
Chris, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
That completion sets up a 3rd down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Grabbed by the receiver. That play will move the sticks. Set him up first down at the 42. Tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
Good job here by this offense coming up with his first down on that third down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
Second down after that previous play. Defense bunching at the line, showing blitz. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Big moment here in this playoff game. Third and short on the 7th play of the drive. Delayed handoff. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, Appalachian State, as they get on the board here in this playoff game. Game-breaking speed for the running back to reach the end zone. That is just priceless for an offense.
Chris, that back was able to find that crease in the defense. Let's give credit to the big fellas up front for creating that crease. They all played a key role in that score.
Point after, up and good. With that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped with the 18, returning, trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Last time they punched it into the end zone, and the defense come up with a stop this time. Looking downfield, it's Rhodes. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job of taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
Testing the defense with a throw downfield. It's caught inside the 30, still on his feet. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
Yeah, we're seeing more and more of this in college football. Guys in that slot that got the ability to get downfield vertically. It's a mismatch if you have the right guy. This time they get the matchup that they want, hit it for a big one.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The App State offense goes back on the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. To throw, it's Allen. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They keep him off balance with a run. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense getting set. It's second down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Defense is coming after him. Looking to scramble now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Getting set. Here's second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Punga. You make the stop at the 26, but it's a first down. This offense in good scoring position now.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. The player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or then check him out. The offense now operating in the red zone. It's a keeper. They stop him, but it's a first down. The quarterback now all alone in the backfield. To the air. It's Allen. Tight end makes the grab. They get him down pretty quickly, but it's a solid gain in that short throw.
Well, that's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
He escapes the pocket. He muscled out of bounds very close to the goal line.
How about this play by the quarterback putting his body on the line here? But that's the kind of thing that endears you to the fans, the staff, and more importantly, to his teammates. At the end of the day, the quarterback doesn't want to look back on the game and say, I could have done more.
First and goal. Great chance now to draw even before halftime. They'll try to run this one in. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Oh, that's exactly what I love to see. That's how you tackle. That is textbook from this corner. He flew in, made the tackle in space, and keeps him not only out of the end zone, but a short loss there.
And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Second down and goal. The shotgun running play call. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look. They'll make an adjustment for this important play. Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. They're going to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, App State. This college football playoff game is all tied up. Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
And the point after is right down the middle. And BAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job of the coverage team. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to pass. It's Rhodes. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. And the Cavaliers hustle to the line to run that hurry-up. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Wide open downfield. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Looking for a receiver. And he's going to heave it deep right down the middle. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
So second down after the incompletion. Receiver in motion now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. It's caught. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock. Operating an empty set. They'll change the pre-snap look now. To the air, it's Rhodes. Running out of time in the pocket. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Oh, he breaks free. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And they'll kick it away now to get this 3rd quarter underway. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And the Cavaliers offense is back out there on the field. Trying to get something going early here in the second half and jump on top. First play of the second half was a handoff. Fights off a defender.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
The game makes it second and medium. He's looking to throw. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Tackle right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
Chris, man, I have no idea how you let that guy get that open. You know for a fact, all week long, in fact, they brought it up in our meetings yesterday, that they've got to stop this receiver, and then you lose track of him, and they're lucky that didn't go as a touchdown.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaks loose at the 40. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up the back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Cavaliers starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. Dropping back. It's Rhodes. The pass rush closing in. The offense able to fall on it and avoid the turnover. Got lucky that time.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
See if the offense can overcome that sack. Second and long. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. They got him again. He's like a statue back there. And the Cavaliers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Took contact on the throw. Catch made on the right side. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Needs a completion here on 4th down. The receiver makes the catch. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
Boy, the defense was in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and a receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
To pass. It's Rhodes. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. We bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
First down here for this offense. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. Going absolutely nowhere for a loss of the play. And they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
They bring him down, but that play moves him into scoring position. 1st and 10 from the 11.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
And the long march continues. Offense pushing the ball down the field. Oh, it's snapped to the back. Touchdown, Virginia, to put them on top now. So with pull-out pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Point after, not right through. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Hand off to the single back. He moves the ball out past the 25-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Back behind the quarterback, line in a pistol. To throw, it's Allen. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. It's a short return. They bring him down to the 22, but this defense steps up, makes a big play.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And here comes the Virginia offense back on the field. Passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5. And the Cavaliers are in the red zone. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Hit as he released it. And the pass is incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
After the incompletion, they'll line up now for a 3rd and 5. The motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. 3rd down play here out of the shotgun. The pocket breaking down. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cavaliers. Well, no surprise for an offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. 14. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. And he's tackled at the 25. Saves by the would have been, but he left it in the end zone. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They're going to run it. Back gets the carry. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the third quarter. So far, it's Virginia on top. As we've reached the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Looking to throw. It's Allen. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
Boy, the offense just could not afford to throw this interception. It's already a 2-possession game. By throwing this pick, now you wonder how many more opportunities will you get.
And the Virginia offense is back out on the field now. They really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid game there.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
And there's the handoff. They finally stop him, but a solid play sets him up. First and goal at the 9.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Virginia.
I can't believe this guy came down with his catch. Unbelievable play for a touchdown. The quarterback took a chance by throwing that into double coverage, and the receiver somehow went up and makes a play on the ball and came down in the end zone for a touchdown.
Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. The Appalachian State offense back out on the field now. No surprise they're in a hole here. They've given the football away in each of the last 2 possessions. Looks like he's going to run it.
Well, that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, we'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which could open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
Back to throw. It's Allen. Looking for the wideout. It's incomplete. The defense rises up and gets the stop against this very efficient third down offense. The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Receiver makes the grab, and the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
Looking to chuck it again. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
He'll look to throw it here on second down. It's an out route, the catch made. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's only his second catch of this entire game. Boy, this defense has done an amazing job of keeping him in check.
And he's intercepted for the fourth time tonight. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
And the Cavaliers offense is back out there on the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. That is broken up and incomplete.
Hey, I get the passing of football has had a lot to do with you building up this big lead, but at this point in the game, man, take care of your players, get them out of here healthy, run the football, and get out with a win.
Incompletion makes it second down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Second down, we're going to throw it. Bringing pressure. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Play moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down. Another big play for this offense, Kirk. They are not throttling back here, even with a comfortable lead in the fourth quarter.
This defensive coverage seems one step behind the entire game. Even when they call the right coverage, the offense has made the plays that they need to be able to put points on the board.
He's running out of time here. Snags a quick throw. Breaks loose at the 45. Breaks into the clear. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Cavaliers lining up here on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Touchdown, Cavaliers. Still no answer for this offensive machine. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
He's going to bring this out 2 yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it'd be better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. The App State offense goes back on the field. Any hopes of staying alive in a playoff depend on making a play, scoring, and scoring quickly here. It's desperation time. Well, they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Now it's 2nd down here.
Here we go.
Scanning the field. It's Allen. Looking to scramble. Picks it up himself and still going. And he'll finally step out of bounds after a massive gain.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
Tackle is finally made, but the gain is all the way to the 24.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Fires it to the wideout. Caught! He's wide open. Look out! And they will score! Touchdown, Mountaineers!
I love the fact they didn't give up today. This has not been a great game for them, but the fact that they're still fighting late says a lot about the character of this football team.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it at the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Grinding away on the ground. He's past the marker and still going. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this fourth quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Checks this down to the running back. Now, instead of a nice gain, they're going backwards with that penalty call. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He's going to pull it down and run. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And he goes down after a solid gain on the play. That's enough for a fresh set of downs for this offense. And the Cavaliers line up on 1st and 10 now. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
I'm not really sure why you're stopping the clock here, leading by so much in the fourth quarter. Run the ball, run the clock, and you can walk out of here with a win.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Contact as he let the ball go.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Catch is made down the middle. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 30 and a 1st down.
Chris, that can maybe be the play of the game. 3rd down late in a game like this, you got a quarterback that can deliver for you. He puts it on the money. They get the 1st down, and you keep that clock moving.
What a catch! They bring him down, but the freshman quarterback showing off the arm strength. And the Cavaliers are going to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Pressure is coming. Oh, and he'll take a sack on the final